Hello there. Welcome to my views and news. Three news stories for you. Firstly, an update from Tigray. What happened in Tigray today? I did a video that I told you about the protest by youths, pro Getachew youths in Makale. What happened? How did the protest end? Secondly, Egyptian troops are arriving in Somalia. So Ethiopia could not stop the deployment of Egyptian military in Somalia. And lastly, why is that? The relatives, the families of Fano and OLA fighters being harassed, detained, kept in illegal custody indefinitely. Let's start. Viewers from Tigray. You know that on Wednesday morning, Getachew loyalists took to the streets in Makale city. They gathered in front of Makale mayor office. How many were there, by the way? Number was impressive. What I have learned is that number was in hundreds. I won't say there were tens of thousands, but it was an impressive show by Getachew. Getachew showing his street power, that youth support him. Impressive show, people gathered there. Protest was peaceful. They protested in support of Tigray interim government. They opposed dismantlement of Tigray interim government. They demanded that Birhane Gebreyesus be allowed by security forces to take charge in Makale as mayor. You know that TP Debrecen and Getachew groups are backing different mayors to take over in Makale. TPLF is backing Ridai Birhe, Debrecen wing. Getachew backing Birhane Gebreyesus. Protest was peaceful. Slogans were chanted, placards were displayed, no violence. Security forces were there, already there at Makale mayor office. They sealed the office days ago. They did not withdraw. People did not try to storm the office. It was all peaceful. Getachew supporters talked to security officials there. Security officials said that the relevant body will address this issue. People, Getachew supporters, dispersed peacefully in an organized manner. It was good to see, by the way, that the protest was very peaceful, very organized. What will the other side do now? There was no permission requested by Getachew supporters to protest in Makale. Reportedly. The Debrecen wing people a few days ago wanted to protest in Makale. They applied for a permission. They wrote a letter to Tigray security forces in Makale. They were denied permission. Getachew people protest without permission. The Debrecen people could also protest now in support of Ridai Birhe. Let's see. So far, security forces say that the matter will be solved by relevant bodies. Who is the relevant body, by the way? Who is the relevant body? Who will decide? I think the only relevant body is Tigray security force. It's not relevant, but it is relevant in the current situation because Getachew and Debrecen are parties now. The authority perhaps is nowhere to be seen. The stronger player in Tigray security force, where are they led? Let's see what this stronger party decides. Secondly, viewers, Egyptian troops arriving in Somalia. How many? Not clear. But today, AUSOM took over. AUSOM is African Union Support and Stabilization Mission. New mission in Somalia for a year taken over today. UN Security Council approved the mission a few days ago. It seems that Ethiopia has managed to retain its presence. Egyptian troops are being sent to Somalia. It is being confirmed now. It's not surprising because a few days ago when Fiki visited Cairo, the Home Minister of Somalia, he said in Cairo that Egyptian forces will be part of AUSOM. And Egyptian sources today confirm that Egyptian soldiers are being sent to Somalia. They have arrived in Somalia or they're on their way. Flights being confirmed by air, they're being transported to Somalia. Somalia said at UN Security Council meeting that it had secured the contribution of 11,000 troops from different African countries. Some sources say that Egypt was going to be main contributor by having 25% share in AUSOM. But no final announcement has been made about the troops contributing countries and how many they will contribute. Burundi, I did a video on that. I told you the Burundi threatened to withdraw from the peacekeeping mission. Ethiopia was being told to withdraw, but now it has managed to retain its presence. Egypt wants to be the most significant player, contributor. We'll have to wait to see, but only confirmation that Egyptian troops are arriving in Somalia to take part in peacekeeping missions in Somalia. So Ethiopia could not stop the arrival of Egyptian military in Somalia. But Ethiopia won't allow Egyptian military to be deployed to Puntland, Jubaland, Southwest, I believe. These are the states which share border with Ethiopia, and Ethiopia does not want Egyptian military to be close to its borders. Last viewers, why is that families, parents, brothers, sisters of Fano and OLA fighters being harassed and detained? From two regions, we have received similar reports. Amhara region and Oromia region. In Oromia, in Walega, Horo Godoro, West Walega, Kalum Walega, and Showa 2, family members of OLA fighters are being harassed. They're being kidnapped. Keeping in view the surge in fighting between OLA and government forces. Government is trying to blackmail OLA fighters by arbitrarily arresting the families of OLA fighters. Same is the case in the Amhara region too, where it's not something new, happening for almost a year, that families of Fano commanders, Fano fighters are being harassed. They are being detained. They are being questioned about the whereabouts of Fano and OLA fighters. Now, if the families are backing these fighters, families can be questioned. No problem with that, nothing wrong with that. But if families have no contact with their loved ones, and sometimes they do have contact, but they don't back the activities of OLA or Fano fighters. If they don't support OLA or Fano fighters in their operations, why are families being harassed? When families are harassed, believe me, it does not lead to goodwill for the government. Rather, it enhances support in community for Fano, for OLA. Government perhaps wants to intimidate people by harassing families of OLA Fano, but it does not lead to intimidation. Rather, people support armed groups more. The strategy backfired in the past, it will backfire now as well, it seems. Thanks for watching.